Character evidence. Character evidence in civil cases. Evidence of a person's character is generally inadmissible to prove that they acted in conformity with a character on a given occasion. Exceptions. Character evidence is admissible where character is at issue. So, character is an essential element of a claim or defense, such as defamation. Character can be proved through opinion, reputation, or specific instances of conduct. Prior acts of sexual assault or child molestation in cases for similar claims. In cases arising from sexual assault or child molestation, defendants' prior act of sexual assault or molestation are admissible to prove defendant's conduct in the present case. Note, also applies in criminal cases. Plaintiff must disclose intent to offer evidence at least 15 days before trial. Impeachment versus character. To be sure to understand whether evidence of a person's character is being used as substantive character evidence or impeachment evidence, substantive character evidence is subject to greater admissibility restrictions than impeachment. Evidence of defendant's character in criminal cases. In criminal cases, defendant may introduce evidence of her good character, which the prosecution may rebut with limited exceptions. Plaintiff may not first introduce evidence of defendant's character. Defense may introduce evidence of pertinent good character, must be pertinent to the charged crime. Defendant's reputation for peacefulness is irrelevant to a forgery charge. Method. Defendant may call witness to testify to defendant's good character based on reputation or opinion, but not specific instances. Plaintiff's rebuttal. Once defendant opens the door, plaintiff may rebut by cross-examination of defendant's character witness, including knowledge of specific instances of defendant's misconduct or prior arrests, or calling to testify to defendant's bad character, limited to defendant's character for the trait in question. Prosecution may not initiate introduction of character evidence about defendant, so they can't open the door except one in sexual assault or child molestation cases. Plaintiff can offer evidence of defendant's other acts of sexual assault or child molestation. 2, if defendant first offers evidence of victim's character, plaintiff can offer evidence that defendant has the same character trait. Direct. Reputation and opinion evidence is admissible. Evidence of specific instances is inadmissible. Cross. Reputation, opinion, and specific instances are admissible. Evidence of victim's character in criminal cases. Only defendant can open the door by introducing evidence of victim's character to prove conduct. Once defendant offers evidence of victim's character, prosecution may rebut. Homicide cases. If defendant raises self-defense, defendant can offer evidence of victim's character for violence to show that the victim attacked first. Prosecution may then rebut by offering evidence of victim's character for peacefulness to rebut defendant's claim of self-defense. Methods. Direct. Reputation and opinion evidence is admissible. Evidence of specific instances is inadmissible. Cross. Reputation, opinion, and specific instances are admissible. Rape shield, the limitation on evidence of victim's character. In sexual assault cases, both criminal and civil, special rules limit defendant's ability to present victim's character. Civil cases, reputation, opinion, and specific instances of victim's character are admissible if 1. Probative value substantially outweighs unfair prejudice, and 2. In the case of reputation evidence, plaintiff puts her reputation at issue in some way. Note this standard is two-pronged. Unlike Federal Rule of Evidence 403, discretionary exclusion standard, do not confuse the two. Criminal cases. Reputation and opinion evidence of victim is inadmissible. Evidence offered to prove victim's sexual behavior or disposition is inadmissible. Exceptions are specific instances of victim's sexual behavior is admissible to show either a party is the source of injury or DNA evidence, or prior acts of consensual intercourse between victims and defendant. Procedure. Parties must disclose intent to offer evidence, describe its purpose, and notify the victim 14 days before trial. Specific instances of defendant's bad conduct. In civil and criminal cases, specific instances of defendant's bad conduct are generally inadmissible to prove character, actions in conformity therein, but admissible if independently relevant, such as a prior bad acts are inadmissible unless the acts are relevant to the issue other than defendant's character or criminal disposition. Exception. In sexual assault and molestation cases, evidence of defendant's prior acts of sexual assault or molestation is admissible. So remember, mimic. This is a common character use for prior acts of evidence. Prior acts of evidence is admissible to prove motive, intent, mistake, identity, or a common plan or scheme. Usually arises in criminal cases but may arise in civil cases.